I welcome you back on Careless Camera with a heavy heart. Tragic news from Shishapangma. Anna Gutu and her supporting guide Migmar Sherpa are confirmed dead, while Gina Marie Rzucidlo and Tenjin Lama are missing. All the victims were caught in a series of avalanches that struck this morning at 7,800 meters while they were on their way to the summit. Gutu and Rzucidlo were racing to become the first U.S. women to complete the 14x 8,000ers. Rescuers, led by Mingma Ji, recovered the bodies of Gutu and Migmar Sherpa on the spot. The other two remain missing. An unknown number of climbers, including Kamirita Sherpa, Mitra Bahadur Tamang, and Karma Gyalzin Sherpa, were also injured in the slides. At least 2 avalanches hit the climbing route when 2 American women climbers, along with their guides, reached above 7,800 meters. Most elite expedition and Imagine Nepal climbers turned around at 7,600 meters. While details are sketchy, Naila Kiani's tracker stopped registering movement for over an hour before she turned around. The climbers might have stopped if they heard or saw avalanches above them. Kiani, who is climbing with fellow Pakistani Sirbaz Khan, is already at 6,400 meters, the altitude of Camp 1. Communication from Tibet is difficult, but climbers who had joined the summit push are reporting over in reach as they return to base camp. I had a bad feeling all day, Uta Ibrahimi texted. There is no rescue helicopter service in Tibet. All rescue attempts must be done on the ground. Gutu and Rzucidlo were in fierce competition to become the first American woman to complete the 14x 8,000ers. Gutu climbed with elite expedition. With no previous Himalayan experience, she was on the run to summit all 14 peaks in 6 months. Shishapangma was the last mountain on her list. Rzucidlo, who is from New York City, started her mountaineering quest last year. This summer, she climbed both Gasher Brooms and Nanga Parbat, then Manaslu, and finally headed for the last 2 remaining peaks. She climbed Cho Oyu with 8K expeditions but was with 7 summit treks on Shishapangma. As with Gutu, this was her last peak. Rzucidlo summited Cho Oyu on October 1st, while Gutu summited 3 days later on October 4th. She then moved to Shishapangma right away. Gutu set off from base camp on a full summit push, together with the rest of Elite Expedition and Imagine Nepal teams yesterday. Rzucidlo was already in Camp 2 by then, according to climbers in base camp. Several climbers told that the atmosphere in Tibet was thick with competition, as several climbers, not just the 2 U.S. women, vied for records. Mario Vielmo of Italy, who spent the last 2 nights in Camp 1, told his home team that it was bitterly cold and windy on the mountain. Winds were fierce at 7,000 meters, he reported after reaching base camp today. Anna and Gina were in the race for 14 8,000ers game, created by Nepalese climbing companies for business. But we must not forget, these mountains are not toys. They bite back.